Ladies and gentlemen, Six Fake Stock Trader here from YouTube, folks. Today, I'm feeling much better than yesterday. So, with that said, we're going to be talking about Elrond today. So, let's get into this. So, welcome back to the channel, everyone. As I mentioned, we're talking EGLD, baby. Now, this coin was kind of brought to my attention last week on one of Crypto Airborne's streams. This seems like a decent project that just kind of slipped under the radar to my eyes. Elrond is ranked number 47 as of this video right now on CoinGecko.com. So it's a top 50 coin. That's a big deal. We can see that the current market cap is just under 3 billion with a total supply of approximately 20,400,000 coins. So this is very similar to Bitcoin's structure in terms of the total supply. So right now we're going to jump over to the charts and we can see that Elrond, or EGLD, as the ticker likes to suggest, has really taken a beating the last few months. In fact, this thing is down from $544 approximately down to about 100. Well, currently trading at about 144, somewhere in there right now. But this thing took about an 80% retracement, or around $430 a coin retracement. So, like I said, we're sitting at about 143.50 per coin right now. What's next for this? Well, we can see that this massive shed happened. We can see that it was in a very similar circumstance last April, where we had a very large breakdown in price, about 78, 77%. And we can see that price did rebound from those levels back all the way up to $500 and about $50. So this is a very interesting position right now that price action is in, because I do think that there's a potential for at least a 2x from here. If not, maybe a nice trade could be made. So when we look at Elrond on the daily chart, what am I looking for? I'm looking for similarities. I'm looking to see where price structure, where price action is at on this daily chart to see how far away from the cloud it is, blah, blah, blah. We can see that right now on this daily chart, it appears that there's some sort of symmetrical triangle squeeze that happened with spinning tops. So this is telling me that the bulls and bears are still kind of fighting things over at this moment in time. What happened the last time this thing really kind of crunched down in price was that we could see, bear with me, right at this death cross here, price kind of reversed. And it kind of made this half-assed attempt to bounce back up to this 200 moving average. So we did have the death cross. I'm hoping that we can get a nice bounce here, but price action, in my opinion, is kind of far away, at least the time of this video, from this Ichimoku cloud. So I am hoping that we see price action kind of jump and at least test this 50 moving average, if not this 200 moving average at or around $220, somewhere in there. So let's just go ahead here and throw up some Fibonacci so we can really get a high level look at where this thing might be at. So when we measure this price on a grand scale, meaning all time from what TradingView's charts can offer, we can see that by measuring this high point to this low point, price has come down beautifully and is now starting to kind of bounce off the 786. Now, this is a very common reversal point, but don't let that get you fooled, because we can still see price fall down even more. So with that said, the $120 mark is a very important mark for EGLD to come down and hit. But I do think that if we get this very nice bounce to the upside, we could possibly be seeing a bounce off the 382, which would be this side, or this point here, on an extension. So let's just say that EGLD doesn't hold. Where's this price tag gonna go? Well, I think from here, it would be safe to say maybe this $100 level, that's just a nice psychological point. I don't know if it would stick around the 125 too much, but it could quite possibly return to these mid 60s levels. We'll just have to see what the market does. So let's just go ahead and we'll throw up an extension to see what things are kind of fighting with. And like I said, this 382, this is possibly going to be the next point of resistance if we get a move to the upside here, right around this $209-ish area, just kind of in that same ballpark with this 200 moving average, not too far off. So I do think that there might be a healthy chance we could see at least a retest of these levels. Now, I do think that this could be a solid coin, and I'm going to bring some further research to you guys just based off some of what Obi-Wan Kenobi VGX Hero was kind of telling me. I'd like to pick his brain on this token a little bit more. Another thing that I kind of am looking at here is that on this daily chart, we can see that these RSI levels are way in the garbage, way in the tank, along with this EMA 9. So I am thinking that there is a possibility that we could start making this climb back upwards, and I would expect this to do so in some sort of Elliott wave theory. That was terrible, but maybe something like this to come back up to those levels to retest. Let's get rid of that. So I do think that as of right now, things are really teetering alongside the market, but just with the position of this price tag in relation to the Ichimoku cloud, I think we could be seeing a similar instance happen like we saw back in early July. So I hope you guys enjoyed this TA on EGLD. Hit me up on Twitter and follow, subscribe, smash that like button, do whatever you guys got to do. Big shout out to all the Patreons. Thank you guys for supporting the channel. If you're interested, it's $3 a month. Look at the link in my description to my Patreon page. So we'll see you guys all on the next video.